Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV, and today I am getting to rip it up in Malibu on the Kawasaki Z800. This is going to be Kawi's middleweight street fighter, which is new to America, but it's been a perennial favorite in Europe for years. Now, before we get into any of that, I have got plenty of beautiful roads here to ride, and I want to dig into what sets the Z800 apart and what this bike is really about.
Welcome, ZLA Army, to February Deals 2016. You know the drill, the best of what's new, what's in stock, what's just arriving at RevZilla.com. First order of business this month is Juice to my left. Rocking out Scorpion, 2K giveaway for the month of February. Visit RevZilla.com/win. You will win $2,000 that you could apply to a Scorpion clutch jacket, the new SG3 Mark II glove, which they're just releasing, and there's always baddie replicas. This is an R2000. Visit RevZilla.com/win to enter. It's easy, and you'll be able to deploy some of our capital and upgrade all of your moto kit with Scorpion gear. Next order of business, it's Spurgeon. Oh, Spurgeon, we sent him to the West Coast. We gave him a Z800 from Kawasaki, and he has absolutely developed a moto bromance. Be on the lookout for our review of the Kawi Z800 later this month. Make sure you subscribe at RevZilla TV. And last order of business for the month of February, it is guide season at RevZilla.com. So hot on the heels of all of the new spring launch products, we're gonna roll out the best of helmets, jackets, boots, gloves, all the key categories. We're gonna pick the best of to narrow your focus and assortment on the best of the motorcycle industry for 2016. And remember, if you want to shop the full collection, read rider reviews, watch detailed breakdown videos of everything I'm going to show you today, visit RevZilla.com/February16. Now on to the new product. Kicking off February for 2016, first up in the new products section is Roland Sands with a full collection just launching. The hero, in my opinion, is to my left. And no, it's not Juice, it's the Zuma jacket. Very unique from Roland Sands, north of 7 Bones. Now, if we look at it, we could say, is this what the Marlboro Man might be wearing if he was a cafe racer? I would say yes. It's 1.2 millimeter buffalo hide. Unique smell, unique finish, unique hand to it. You'll see some of the retro styling they worked in. There's definitely a black version. This is the tobacco, but great ventilation, great articulation from really a sport or cafe style to be used with clip-ons. There's even a speed hump here, and you're getting SASTEC armor. Now remember, RSD, fit, finish, details, really over the top. And from a sizing standpoint, this is definitely a sport cut. Juice is 5'10", 195, 43-inch chest. He's wearing a size large. Keep that in mind. Check out the full collection that just launched from Roland Sands. It'll be in stock soon. Goodbye, kind sir. Now, moving into my table, I'm going to start with another launch collection. Scorpion. It's the new Scorpion XO GT 920. Now, the original 900 series was a modular helmet, and every time they redid it, they said, well, we'll just make it a little more sporty. This is now a sport helmet in the GT 920, and they've added modular features to it. So big delineation there. If we look at it, it's aggressive. Great aerodynamic profile for sport, sport touring, sport commuting. Drop-down sun visor. Relatively lightweight for a modular helmet, and you have the full design to be able to flip up the face. So again, really staying true to the Scorpion ethos of performance, intermediate oval in its head shape as well, and they're not going that much over the $200 mark. Very impressed, and that stuff is in stock with the new Scorpion launch collection. Now, moving back into Roland Sands. This is the first time we've seen a boot from Roland Sands. This is the Roland Sand Mojave boot. 4 colors, whiskey, black, gray, and this is oxblood. This is, in my opinion, the coolest one. If we look at it, it's around the $300 mark. It's CE rated, great protection in the toe, ankle, and heel, and it's waterproof to about here, but that's not what I love about it. What I love about it, full grain leather, all the same attention detail you'd see in most of the other Roland Sand pieces of gear, super premium, and it's gonna break in really nicely. American footbed in this guy as well, check it out. That's the Mojave from Roland Sand, not in stock yet, but just hitting the site. Now moving back to the middle, we're doing flip-flop today. Scorpion, they've redesigned their gloves. The SGS and the SG3 3 were two of the better selling gloves of all time at RevZilla in the last few years. Now they have the Mark II version. So SGS Mark II, SG3 Mark II. If we look at it, this is an SGX. It's short cuff. Now you have a carbon knuckle with TPU surrounding it. You have some additional features like TPR in the fingers. They've redefined and redesigned this glove and kept the same price, sub $100. Same price on the SG3 Mark II as well. Great bang for the buck, protection and functionality, and they didn't sway from the style side of things. So check those out. In stock now, part of that new Scorpion collection. Now to my left, finally, away from Scorpion and RSD. Those guys are getting the top billing for this month. We're into Forma. Forma boots, relatively new at RevZilla in the last year, have done really, really well on the adventure side of things. This is the Adventure Low, and they should have really called it the Adventure Mid. But what it is for just under the $300 mark is a mid-height adventure dual sport boot. Waterproof, breathable, great protection. It's got that oiled leather, which will break in really nicely. But if you don't want to go really, really tall, you don't have to. You can get the flexibility of multi-season touring commuting, and like I said, light dual sporting. And staying in that same vein, we're also this month, it's not quite in yet, seeing a full redesign of the original Adventure Rally. It's the 4th gen Adventure Rally from Klim, hitting this spring. It's going to lock in with a refined scheme from a fit standpoint. It's going to be lighter weight. It also has a better ventilation scheme. It's going to look very similar to last year's version, but they've upgraded the way that it performs from both a fit, function, and keeping you cool side of things. Make sure you check that out when it comes in. And last up on my table today, this is the Simpson Ghost Bandit. Now, we love Simpson helmet. It's a little bit of Peter Criss from the band Kiss. It's a little bit of Bane. They all have this flavor coming right out of the drag world with this flat front, very aggressive. Now, their previous helmets have been a little bit no frills. This is now a true motorcycle helmet with the same aggressive look with all the frills you'd expect. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. It's going to be a fiberglass construction, 6 intakes, 4 exhausts. But my favorite thing about it is the fit scheme. It's now intermediate oval, where all of your previous Simpsons have been really neutral to rounder. So again, for a head like mine, which is most of the American market, a little bit longer front to back, you're gonna be rock solid. They also worked in, if I can get it here, it's along the side, a drop down sun visor. Keep that in mind. Remember, you can shop the full collection. Now let's work our way into the deals. Leading into deals for the month of February, as is usually the case, it's a big collection. New products are coming in, spring launches, and we're getting rid of some of the old, but it's an opportunity to save huge cash on staples from yesteryear. Now, first off to my left, it's hardly a product that I would scoff at. This is the Olympia Air Glide 4, 40% off, $289 down to around the $175 mark, 40% off the pants as well. If we look at it, being closed out, making room for the new Air Glide 5, but this is a staple in the 3 to 4 season touring realm with a conservative American cut. If we look at it, great protection and mesh on the outside, drop waterproof liner, drop thermal liner, lots of adjustability, and again, a little bit more conservative in its style. There's also a high-vis yellow version. Buzzsaw to my left, 6 foot. 215, 45, 46-inch chest. He's wearing a size extra large. Don't miss them. They're going to move really quickly. The Air Glide 4 has typically been a staple. It's nice to see them improving it with the Air Glide 5 in 2016. Goodbye, kind sir. Keep in mind, too, if you're in an adventure state of mind, the Klim Adventure Rally is being replaced with the 2016 version that got a little bit more lightweight, a little bit more usable. They've optimized the vents 1 degree further, but keep in mind, the 2015 version of that Adventure Rally jacket and pants are north of 30% off. They're 35% off. So if you're buying the set, instead of $2,500, it's going to be $1,500. So save $500 and $300 plus respectively off the jacket and pant. Now, moving into my table, completely switching gears from super technical to super flash. This is the Biltwell Spectrum limited edition. 2 colors on this graphic. I have my green, I have my blue. They're going to be highly paint and metallic flaked. And if we look at it, you could use a clear shield, you could use your goggles. Keep in mind too, they're going to be intermediate oval to a little bit more neutral, a little bit wider in the temples. I wouldn't call it round, I just call it a little bit wider than intermediate oval. Keep that in mind. Moving on, now I have the Scorpion SGS, which we're blowing out. These guys were originally $80, and for super fabric, kangaroo, Nox scaphoid, and a hard shell knuckle protector, at $80 they were an absolute steal. making room for the new Mark II version of this glove, taking them down to $55. They will be around for about 2 seconds. We bought deep on them. We have them a handful of different colorways. Make sure you check them out. Great sport riding glove for 3-season warm weather riding. We also have the SG3, which is the gauntlet or longer cuff version of it. Moving to the middle, staying with Scorpion, I also have one graphic that's going away. This is the airline graphic on a Scorpion XO R410. $150 down to $99, save 33% on it. Again, DOT Snell, it's going to be polycarb, but again, this yellow and red version of the airline graphic, save $50 on it if it suits your taste. Sport-oriented, intermediate oval, front to back, that's going to be the fit scheme. Moving to the left, for Valentine's Day for the ladies, we could not leave you out. This is the TCX X-Wrap WP, $179 down to $115, going away for good. One color available, waterproof, CE rated, full grain leather, one of the best selling riding shoes of all time, making room for the new TCX ladies collection. I love the protection scheme. I took my wife riding in Texas in this bad boy. This is what she wore. This is what we wear at home. Rock solid boots. Sorry to see it go. Excited for the new stuff, but save nearly 60, 70, $80 on this bad boy as we drop the price down. And the last helmet on the table, this is the juggernaut deal for the entire month of February. This is a Schubert S2 helmet that originally was $600. We're now selling it for $300. Drop down sun visor using all the same materials, components, and protection scheme that you'd see on a C3 or C3 Pro. Intermediate oval in its head shape. Super quiet, super strong. They're moving to the Schubert S2 Sport, which now has a double D-ring versus the more European ratchet strap that the original S2 has. Great for sport touring, great for an unfaired motorcycle. You can see the ridge along the bottom. Don't miss those. The graphics on the Schubert S2s are also going to be north of 40% off. To save $300 on a helmet of this level and stature, those don't come around very often, so make sure you check that out. And last up, as we close out, is a piece of Triumph OE gear. This is the Triumph ISDT jacket, one color available. Army green, 4-pocket, classic touring design. Started at $260, we're taking it down to $120. Waterproof, non-removable liner, full sleeve thermal liner that you can pull out. Again, 3-season cold weather. I have Juice to my left, 6 foot, or he's 5'10" actually, 44-inch chest. He's going to be about 190, 195. He's wearing a size large. These are going to move quickly, ripstop in its design, carrying that classic Triumph style to it. Now, keep in mind, the next step in your journey is click the info button on your mobile or your desktop device. Visit the entire collection, RevZilla.com/February 16. Read other rider reviews, watch the detailed breakdown video we have on just about everything we've showed you today. Keep in mind, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. And don't forget, check out Spurgeon on the Z800 and make sure you subscribe to us at RevZilla TV. Stay up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'll see you in March with March Deals. I'm Anthony for Juice. We out of here.